Hello everyone, this is Elizabeth from Fluent in 3 Months. I'm really grateful to be here with you today. Today we are going to learn how to count from 1 to 100 and beyond in French. Have you ever gone to a store, you're practicing your French, you're feeling very cool, you know how to say pas de sac without using the de, right? Pas de sac. And then they turn around and tell you that'll be $14.15 in French and you have no idea what they're saying. You're like, trying to peek at the register? Well, once you listen to this video, practice a few times, never again will you have to peek at those numbers. You'll be able to say pas de sac, and then you'll be able to understand the numbers that they give you after that. So enjoy, I'm glad you're here, and happy language learning.
Bonjour à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm Elizabeth with Fluent in 3 Months. Today, I'll be showing you how to count in French. Let's start with the basics. Counting from 1 to 10 in French. If you'd like, you can repeat the word after me. The French numbers up to 10 are 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. For beginners, this is more than enough. For intermediate learners, you'll need to learn the 3 specific ways to pronounce six and 10, along with the 2 different ways to pronounce wheat. We'll cover that later in the video. For now, let's move on to numbers 11 through 20. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. Did you notice a difference between the pronunciation of 10 in 17 and 18? The numbers 6 and 10 are pronounced differently depending on the first letter of the word that follows it. As promised, we'll delve deeper into this topic a little later. But first, let's look at 20, 30, 40, and so on. 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70. Things get a little tricky for 70, 80, and 90. 70, 60, plus 10. 80, 80, which is 4 20s. 90, 90, which is 4 20s plus 10. For 21, 31, 41, and 61, it's pretty simple. You add and 1, which is étant. The only exception to this rule is 71 and 91. 21, 21, 31, 31, 41, 41, 51, 51, 61, 61, 71, 71, which is 60 plus 11. 81, 81, which is 4 20s plus 1. 91, 91, which is 4 20s plus 11. After that, you merely add the single number to the tens number. I'll walk you all the way through the 20s as an example. 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26, 26, 27, 27, 28, 28, 29, 29. The counting sequence for 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 80s are the same. But what about the 70s and 90s? Don't worry, I'll walk you through them right now. 71, 71, 72, 72, 73, 73, 74, 74, 75, 75, 76, 76, 77, 77, 78, 78, 79, 79. And now, let's look at the 90s. 91, 91, 92, 92, 93, 93, 94, 94, 95, 95, 96, 96, 97, 97, 98, 98, 99. And now, on to large numbers. 100, 100, 1000, 1000, 1 million, 1 million, 1 milliard, 1 milliard, 1 billion, 1 billion. Kind of tricky, isn't it? 1 billion is spelled the same way as a billion in English, but it means a trillion in French. Don't worry, with a little practice, you'll have it down in no time flat. Another interesting fact is that 100 and 1000, 100 and 1000, never use an indefinite article, un, whereas the other larger numbers do. In English, we use the indefinite article a and an. For example, we have 100 people here, or we have 1,000 people here. In French, we simply say, we have 100 people here, or we have 1,000 people here. The indefinite article un is only omitted when using the numbers 100 and 1000. When we get to 1,000,000, the indefinite article is used again. Let's take a look at some examples. Nous avons 100 personnes ici. We have 100 people here. Nous avons 1000 personnes ici. We have 1,000 people here. Nous avons 1 million de personnes ici. We have 1 million people here. Nous avons 1 milliard de personnes ici. We have 1 billion people here. This last bit of information, the two ways to pronounce cis, huit, and dix, is for intermediate learners. If you're a beginner, it doesn't hurt to watch and let the ideas flow over you for the first time. The pronunciation of cis, huit, and dix will depend on the word that follows them in a sentence. Let's look at a few examples to help you understand the differences. When it's the last word in the sentence. Let's start with the easiest pronunciation. This is the one we use when we are simply counting. We also use this pronunciation when the number comes at the very end of a sentence. Combien de billets avez-vous? How many tickets do you have? J'en ai 6. I have 6 of them. J'en ai 8. I have 8 of them. J'en ai 10. I have 10 of them. If cis is followed by a word starting with a consonant, such as chien, it will be pronounced si, si chien. This rule applies to all three numbers. 6 chiens, 6 dogs. 8 chiens, 8 dogs. 10 chiens, 10 dogs. The third way to pronounce cis and dix. If cis or dix is followed by a word starting with a vowel, it will be pronounced with a Z on the end. 6 oranges. 10 oranges.
Congratulations, you now know how to count from 1 to 100 in French. If you'd like to read more about how to count in French, I've got some juicy details for you, and I have included a link to an article that I wrote in the description box. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, pretty please, and we will continue to create content like this. If you have something that you would like to know about French, please leave it in the comments and we'll make another video. The famous Benny Lewis is here. He is a very cool polyglot and he makes tons of videos. I'll be here, and we have a few other polyglots that are happy to share their language learning gems with you. So subscribe so you can get all of the updates and announcements for when we have live videos, premieres, all kinds of fun stuff. Thanks for watching.